else you got that's mine?
Nah, I don't want to kill you, and you don't want to be dead.
You can't be that good.
Exhilarating, fast-paced westerns. Westerns by their nature are usually slower paced. The stories are built up over time, normally breaking a sweat occasionally. Let's take a look at some that were a bit more spry and faster paced. Just a sample. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoy this video, hit the notification button to get my new videos. Check out my other videos. Just head over to my channel and check out my Facebook page. The links are in the description. Please like, share and subscribe as well. I appreciate it. Let's get into it. The Long Riders, 1980, directed by Walter Hill, a biographical western, produced by James Keach, Stacy Keach and Tim Zinnemann. The film is notable for having cast 4 sets of actual brothers to play the 4 sets of brothers in the James Younger gang.
They were the most famous outlaw heroes of the West. They were known as the Long Riders. This is their story, and it's as close to the truth as legends can ever be.
Now, you don't give us no trouble, mister.
Wait for him to come out.
You ever been alone? You open that safe, mister, you hear?
The Pinkerton told us he might be coming. You're robbing the bank!
As Cole, Jim, and Bob Younger. As Jesse and Frank James. Dennis and Randy Quaid as Clell and Ed Miller. As the Ford brothers.
Young Guns, 1988, directed and produced by Christopher Kane, a western action film written by John Fusco. The film dramatizes the adventures of Billy the Kid during the Lincoln County War, which took place in New Mexico in 1877 to 78. It stars Emilio Estevez as Billy and Kiefer Sutherland, Lou Diamond Phillips, Charlie Sheen, Dermot Mulroney, and Casey Seamusco as the other Lincoln County regulators. The supporting cast features Terrence Stamp, Terry O'Quinn, Brian Keith, and Jack Palance.
Let's dance. 4 good pals, then you got yourself a tribe. There ain't nothing stronger than that.
Back to the Future 3, 1990, directed by Robert Zemeckis, a science fiction western and the 3rd installment of the Back to the Future trilogy. The film stars Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Mary Steenburgen, Thomas F. Wilson, and Lee Thompson. The film continues immediately following Back to the Future Part 2, 1989. While stranded in 1955 during his time travel adventures, Marty McFly, Fox, discovers that his friend, Dr. Emmett, Doc Brown, Lloyd, trapped in 1885, was killed by Buford, Mad Dog Tannen, Wilson, Biff's great-grandfather. Marty travels to 1885 to rescue Doc and return once again to 1985. But matters are complicated when Doc falls in love with Clara Clayton, Steenburgen. Buck and the Preacher, 1972, directed by Sidney Poitier, a western written by Ernest Kinoy. Poitier also stars in the film alongside Harry Belafonte as Ruby Dee. The first film Sidney Poitier directed. Vincent Canby of the New York Times said Poitier showed a talent for easy, unguarded, rambunctious humor, missing from his more stately movies. This film broke Hollywood Western traditions by casting black actors as central characters and portraying both tension and solidarity between African Americans and Native Americans in the late 19th century. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, 1969, directed by George Roy Hill, a Western buddy film written by William Goldman. Based loosely on fact, the film tells the story of Wild West outlaws Robert Leroy Parker, known as Butch Cassidy, Paul Newman, and his partner, Harry Longabaugh, the Sundance Kid, Robert Redford, who are on the run from a crack US posse after a string of train robberies. The pair and Sundance's lover, Etta Place, Catherine Ross, flee to Bolivia to escape the posse. Quigley Down Under, 1990, directed by Simon Windsor, a Western genre film starring Tom Selleck, Alan Rickman, and Laura San Giacomo. Set in Australia, although it opened to generally poor reviews, it has since developed an enduring niche following among certain audiences. Matthew Quigley is an American cowboy with a specially modified rifle which can shoot accurately at extraordinary distances. Seeing an advertisement looking for a man with his special talent, he answers using just 4 words, M. Quigley, 900 yards, written on a copy of the advertisement that is punctuated with 6 closely spaced bullet holes.
But Quigley's about to teach him a lesson in labor relations.
That knocks me out of my own house.
Sorry, Roy.
My name ain't Roy, it's Matthew. Quigley.
Hey, me.
Tom Selleck.
The Quick and the Dead, 1995, directed by Sam Raimi, a revisionist western starring Sharon Stone, Gene Hackman, Russell Crowe, and Leonardo DiCaprio. The story focuses on the lady, Stone, a gunfighter who rides into the frontier town of Redemption, controlled by John Herod, Hackman. The lady joins a deadly dueling competition in an attempt to exact revenge on her father's death.
Or something else.
I now declare the quick draw competition open. Anybody can challenge anybody.
Sign me up.
Sure must want to die young, miss.
She can play their game.
Want to play poker with me, little lady?
Looks like you're having a pretty good time playing with yourself.
She can beat their odds.
Did you ever kill anyone?
Sure.
I don't think you have.
But there's one thing she can't do.
Why are you really here? You're no gunfighter.
To ride all the way to hell to do it.
Gene Hackman.
There's nothing on this earth that frightens me now. Nothing.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Hey, my man.
In a film by Sam Raimi. The Quick and the Dead. In this town, you're either one
Django Unchained, 2012, written and directed by Quentin Tarantino, a revisionist western film, stars Jamie Foxx, Christopher Waltz, Leonardo DiCaprio, Kerry Washington, and Samuel L. Jackson, and is with Walter Goggins, Dennis Christopher, James Remar, Michael Parks, and Don Johnson in supporting roles. Set in the antebellum South and Old West, a highly stylized, revisionist tribute to spaghetti westerns. The story follows a slave who trains under a German bounty hunter with the ultimate goal of reuniting with his wife.
How do you like the bounty hunting business? I like the way you die, boy.
He is a rambunctious sword, ain't he?
Django. The D is silent.
Silverado, 1985, produced and directed by Lawrence Kasdan. A western that was written by Kasdan and his brother Mark. Stars Kevin Kline, Scott Glenn, Danny Glover, and Kevin Costner. The supporting cast features Brian Dennehy, Rosanna Arquette, John Cleese, Jeff Goldblum, Lynn Whitfield, and Linda Hunt.
Let's get out!
Here, how do I know this is your horse?
Can't you see this horse loves me?
Some people think they can push you around, but it's only true.
You want one of these? This ought to do.
Let's get out!
Hanging around with you is no picnic.
Come on!
Maverick, 1994, directed by Richard Donner. A western comedy starring Mel Gibson, Jodie Foster, and James Garner, based on the 1957 to 1962 television series of the same name, created by Roy Huggins, and originally starring James Garner. The film stars Gibson as Brett Maverick, a card player and con artist who collects money in order to enter a high-stakes poker game. He is joined in his adventure by Annabelle Bransford, Foster, another con artist, and Marshall Zane Cooper, Garner, a lawman.
Aaron, help him?
Well, I could do that, absolutely, but...
Did you enjoy the video? Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button to get my new videos. Take a look at my channel and check out my Facebook page. The links are in the description. I am Wrangler. Bye for now. See you again soon.
Interesting facts about famous people.